Hey guys, I'm back for the next part of the Sonic Forces speedrun tutorial, and in this video we're going to be going over Green Hill, which is the next classic Sonic stage. So, let's get on with it. So, like most, with the exception of the very last classic Sonic stage, Green Hill here is a pretty average classic Sonic stage. As far as classic Sonic is concerned. So remember, just gotta remember the basics. So like you have the drop dashing that I'm doing right here, and you also have to do some spin dash jumps. So, spin dashing and then quickly doing a jump like that, taking advantage of slopes, and then you got the spin dashing. So yeah. Like I said, classic Sonic doesn't really have any glitches or skips or anything. It's all just about just pure platforming, just getting your movement down. But with that out of the way, you're going to want to start this level with a spin dash. Just want to charge it up all the way. And when you get to this downward slope right here, you're going to want to do a drop dash. So like when you get to around here. And then when you get to the top of this incline, around here, you want to jump, and you want your jump to land here. Basically, you're trying to get a chain of jumps together, and if you do it right, you should be able to jump from here to here and to here, around here. Now, obviously, if you land on the spikes, you didn't get enough height or distance, but that's the basic idea for this part. You just want to chain those jumps together to land here. And then you just continue on over here. So yeah, that's the most important part of the beginning. You want to chain those jumps together. So let's give it a shot right here. Dash. Jump, jump. Oh, alright. So I jumped a little late there, and that resulted in the damage animation not playing, but I still took the hit, and I still lost some rings. So I was a little too late on the jump there. Start up with a max charge spin dash, so that's 3 charges. And something I actually like to do here is I drop dash, actually I'll slow down here. I drop dash when I get to the top of this little slope, this little incline, so like for top here. Then I drop dash, and then, I do the jump over there. So I'm going to show that off here. Alright, so charge it up, drop dash, and then I do the jumps. Then I just keep drop dashing and jumping over here. That part's just self-explanatory. You just gotta watch out for these little purple rocks, because you can get tripped up on these sometimes. But yeah, you jump up here. And then you can either drop dash into this or spin dash, it doesn't really matter. And then just hold right. So before I continue, I want to just show that there are speed shoes right here that you're going to want to get. You don't actually get onto this top path right here. You never do that. So you stay on this middle path right here instead. And, oh, actually I'm going to make a cut. I'm going to cut to another attempt because I got rid of the platform here that you need. So when you get onto this spring, as you hold right, you're going to want to, when you land on the platform that is about to crumble down, you want to quickly do a single charge spin dash, and then jump into the speed shoes box. And then you're going to want to just walk to the right, and then do a jump at the end of the platform. So that'd be, alright, right. Alright, single charge, jump into the item box. I'm just holding right here. And you're going to want to jump once you reach the edge of this platform to where the checkpoint is. Just like that. That's all about timing. If you don't time it right, then you'll fall behind the checkpoint, like over there. Yeah, you'll like fall over here if you don't time it right. You just gotta jump at the very edge of the platform. And that can be difficult to time, but that's just all about practice. Now, for this middle section here with these rising platforms, you just want to drop dash across this. So this part is sort of about the cycles of how they move up and down, because it can be easier or harder depending on the position that the platforms are in. So let's see how it is here. Oh, that was actually perfect. So you saw I started off with a drop dash, and then I just jumped across the moving platforms over here. Now this, it's really just all about the cycles more or less. You just gotta time it right, and if not, like, I'll screw this up here. So like, right there. Like, you really just gotta adjust with whatever they give you or whatever you end up with. But either way, after that, you're going to want to spin dash into here. And once you get... Wait, let me... Alright. So once Classic Sonic is down here, like on this ground area, you'll want to hold down. And then as soon as you land, you're going to want to continue going right. And then you're going to want to jump up to the red springs. Right there. You got to do that all quickly because those falling platforms don't respawn. So you're just going to want to hold right, kill those guys. And then when you land here, you're just going to want to spin dash. And something to take note here is there are two buzz bombers in the air here. And if you try to do a drop dash, you're going to get slowed down by them. So instead, what you can do is you can either do a spin dash, or when you're in the air, you can hold left a bit to avoid the buzz bombers as you're doing the drop dash. Like that. And then when you're going to get in here, you're going to want to just do a spin dash. Oh, that was not a spin dash. Yep. And then you're wanting to get to the speed pad over here in this middle path, so you can just drop dash there. Now, when you get here, you're going to want to do a spin dash. And you're going to fall onto this... Well, I think I'm going to hit that spring, actually, but you're going to fall down to here. And what you want to do is you want to do a drop dash. You want to do a jump and then a drop dash over to the speed shoes. And just a slight correction here, you actually want to do a single charge spin dash into this speed booster right here. If you do too many charges, then you'll just end up in the spring and you'll probably get knocked backwards into the bottom path. So you want to do a single charge spin dash. So as your speed starts to run out around here, you're going to want to go backwards a bit and then do a drop dash. And then when you land on the over here, when you land on the ground over there to the right, you're going to want to quickly do a jump, and if you get lucky, you should land on... You should get the invincibility item box while you do the jump, but if not, that's fine. Just jump over it, and then drop dash right through, not on top of, but drop dash to the side of, then right through the speed shoes box. Alright, so I missed it there. That's fine. Really, that just makes a time difference of just a second or two. Getting the speed shoes is something I try to do if I'm able to do it. But that was the entirety of Green Hill, really, at least the fast top path. So, before I do the run through of the stage, I'm just going to go over that last section one more time, just the Big Trouble section of the level. But after that, I'm going to do a run through of the stage, explaining as I go. So, let's take a look at the Trouble section. So when you get here, like I said, you want to do a single charge spin dash, and then once your speed starts to run out, you want to do a drop dash around the middle of the bridge, and then you want to be holding right, and then once you land on the next platform, you want to do a jump over the invincibility box, hopefully you'll get it, and then a drop dash down the speed shoes box. Alright, so I didn't get the speed shoes, but that's fine. I ended up jumping over it. That still works. Like, really, there are several different ways you can approach that ending section. The speed shoes are definitely not a necessity to get, but with the invincibility box, that just kind of gives you more safety if you don't feel confident in drop dashing down that last part. But that's as far as it goes for the trouble section there. It can just be tricky getting the jump, and sometimes people can hit that spring and then they'll just end up in the bottom section, and that can be frustrating. But as long as you practice doing the spin dash and the drop dash over the invincibility box, you should do that part just fine. But that's it for just learning the level itself. Now I'm just going to do a run through of the stage, explaining as I go. So let's take a look at that. So I'm going to start off with a max charge spin dash here. I'm going to do a drop dash in the incline and then jump over the spikes. And I'm going to do a drop dash onto here. I'm going to do a single jump up to the item box. I'm going to jump at the edge of the platform right here. Then I'm going to do some jumps over these cycle-based platforms. When I get down to the ground here, I'm going to hold down just like that. And then I'm going to jump across these platforms to the springs. And then I'm going to do a spin dash as soon as I land. I'm going to do a drop dash here. I'm going to do a spin dash as I fall. Got the jump into the invincibility box. I'm just going to keep drop dashing here. And there we go. That's Green Hill. It's a deceptively simple looking, but more difficult to execute kind of stage. A 49 is a really good time to have in a New Game Plus run, or any percent run. That is a time I'd be totally fine with. Really, so the range of times you should be okay with in this level is anywhere from a 45 to a 55. Obviously, you want to lean towards more of the 45. It's kind of unrealistic to expect that for a beginner, I would say. But a totally realistic time when you're starting out would be at least to aim for a 49 or a 50, or a low 51. I say those are all good times to start aiming for as you start running. But yeah, that's it for Classic Sonic's Green Hill. I hope you guys found this helpful, and as always, if you have any questions or comments or want more clarification on something, didn't think I explained something well enough, just let me know in the comments. But that's it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next part about versus Dr. Eggman. See you then.